All right, so you've got a picture to label on parts of a long bone. This particular bone, you can see here there's a little part here. This is the medial malleolus, and see how flat this is? So I know this is the top of your tibia, okay? Now if we look at a long bone, when long bones form, they start ossifying, they start changing cartilage to bone in the middle, and then they ossify out and out. And there's a secondary ossification center at the ends that again go out and out, and eventually meet. Where they meet at the ends of long bones, this is called an epiphyseal line or the growth line. For when you're young, there's a plate there, and it's a chunk of cartilage that allows for that long bone to grow. And so we kind of can predict, if we look at the size of that, how tall you're going to be, because we know how much more that long bone can grow. And by long bones, I mean all your appendage bones, like your humerus and your radius and your ulna and your tibia, your fibula, and your femur. So that's where you get your height from. So the parts you're going to have to know are, at the ends of the long bone, they're coated with a real slick cartilage. If we were meeting face to face, I'd bring in a fresh bone for you, femur bone from a cow. And you can feel that articular cartilage. It's just like, it's slick. And I always call it slicker than snot. And it does that so that the bone can easily move. When people have arthritis, most arthritises, osteoarthritis, are caused by that cartilage wearing down. And when it's all worn away, then you literally have bone resting on bone, which hurts. So at the ends of the long bone, this is called spongy bone, and it looks like a sponge. It has little holes in it, and embedded in that spongy bone is red bone marrow that makes all your blood cells, your red cells, your white cells, your platelets. And then the central part of the shaft has been hollowed out. Okay, that hollowed out area is called the medullary canal, and it is full of yellow marrow, which is fat. If you've ever watched a dog eat a bone you can get from the butcher, they lick the middle out, and in the middle is all that nice, fatty yellow marrow. That yellow marrow allows for cushioning when you step, okay? You'll also have to know the outside is covered by a periosteum that's a fibrous coating of the bone. The ends of the long bones are called the epiphyses. The shaft is called the diaphysis. And the hard bone here, compact bone. Spongy bone, compact bone. Inside of the compact bone are whole lot of osteocytes, which are your bone cells that you need to know. So inside here, there also will be a main artery that will divide into many, many arterioles and many capillaries going into each one of the canal systems within each of the osteons that make up the compact bone. So that should be it. That's it for the parts of a long bone.